The new 102 range from Wilcock basses celebrates the 10th anniversary of the company, featuring sumptuous visuals, a pair of Armstrong single coil pickups, quality timbers and the usual attention to detail you expect from Viv Wilcock. And this particular bass has a medium scale length. Care to check it out? Having played and reviewed several of Viv Wilcock's creations over the years, the exceptional build quality and attention to detail comes as no surprise. This medium scale 102 model is a new addition to the stable, but it continues the Wilcock mantra, so if a comfortably rounded body shape with sensible contouring and a well sculpted neck are your thing, then look no further. Weighing in at a well balanced 4 kilograms, the 102 hangs perfectly on a strap, while the alder body and book match quilted top are well suited, and the cherry burst poly finish is suitably eye catching, especially with the striking gold hardware which has been used throughout. A secure 4-bolt attachment connects the flame-roasted maple neck to the body, while the wax-oiled finish applied to the neck inspires a silk-like performance when navigating the richly coloured ebony fingerboard. The 38mm nut width is jazz bass inspired, while the 19mm string spacing and 20 medium jumbo frets suggest this is a player's bass, and for those used to the short-scale instruments from Viv Wilcock's workbench, have no fear. No adjustment is required in your playing style or technique. The passive electronics inevitably offer a warm, rounded bass tone, and with only master volume, master tone and a pickup selector switch to contend with, this is a simple control panel to get used to. A pair of custom wound Armstrong 51P Alnico V single coil pickups have been selected for this bass, while a Gotto 201B4 bridge and Hipshot ultralight machine heads have been fitted, the tuners being of the lollipop design to give a vintage vibe to the overall presentation. This particular example arrived strung with Dunlop flat wound strings and is supplied with a Hiscox hardcase. Adjusting to a medium scale instrument certainly isn't as radical as adjusting to a short scale instrument, and in terms of playability and comfort, this medium scale 102 hits the bullseye. The neck dimensions, build quality and level of finishing are to be applauded, as the playing experience is impressive. The bass doesn't feel so different in terms of dimensions from a long scale bass, but what it does afford is an almost perfect fit, especially if you perform on stage for extended periods of time. That worn out feeling may no longer be a problem. A medium scale bass retains a significant degree of string tone, so achieving a bright tone isn't really a problem, and this 102 offers up a broad array of tones from the pair of Armstrong single coil pickups. Obviously, the passive nature of the 102 means that warm rounded bass tones are a given, but selecting the pickups individually and panning across the tone control highlights the depth of tone and smoothness of transition. There's no doubting the pedigree, but in operation the tones are impressive, and if you're a jazz bass fan, the single coil units put you firmly in that ballpark, although the styling is of course considerably different. If percussive techniques are your thing, then there are tones to enjoy and utilise here, and don't be put off by the flat wound strings that the bass comes fitted with. Round wounds and half wounds offer up some alternative tones and resonances, as you would expect, all of which the 102 handles admirably. The Wilcock brand goes from strength to strength, and as the range of instruments expands, I continue to be impressed with Viv Wilcock's creations. The price tag will inevitably rule out custom instruments such as these for some players, and that's their choice obviously, but it does afford the player a level of creativity, finishing, playability and sonic performance that you may not be able to find in an off-the-shelf, mass-produced bass. What the 102 delivers is an impressive visual, a silk-like neck, an ebony fingerboard that solidly reinforces the fundamental bass tones on offer, and a simple yet effective electronics package that won't leave you scratching your head, wondering where your tone is or how to achieve the tones you require. The size and dimensions means this feels similar to a standard long scale bass without the physical effort required to play it, and where a short scale can feel effortless to play, the shorter scale length can throw the player a curveball. There's no such curveball with the medium scale 102, and to my mind the bass is all the better for it. There are a number of reasons that bassists are flocking to check out the Wilcock range, and on this evidence it's not surprising to see and hear why. hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and please share the video on social media. If you have any questions or comments regarding the bass, the review or the video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it. If you're a fan of Wilcock basses or are lucky enough to own your own Wilcock bass, I have a Wilcock playlist right here on the left of the screen, featuring all the Wilcock reviews and demos here on the channel. I look forward to seeing you here again on Brooksy's Bass Corner.